The Honey Badger verse of the day today is one of the most popular and famous verses in the whole Bible. You'll see it on a lot of plaques. You'll see it on people's doors. And Jeremiah, the word means Yahweh exalted or Yahweh established. And this is how God establishes his purpose and will for our lives. And this verse was given in exile when the people of Israel weren't in Israel, they were in Babylon. And it's Jeremiah 29:11-13. I know the plans I have for you. Plans for you to prosper, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will answer you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart. And I think one of the main things that keeps us from seeking God with our whole heart, and one of the main things that keeps us from seeing the purpose of God in our lives is anxiety. A lot of times we feel a lot of anxiety, and it causes us to disconnect to our environment, to people, and ultimately the will of God is fulfilled through relationships. It says, him and his whole household believed in the gospel and were saved. And when we receive the gospel, it's not for us alone, but it's to share with those among us that there's good news and that God has a plan and a purpose for them. Our cat Fishma, when we just moved into this new home, townhouse, she's hiding under the bed. When we took her to our apartment for the first time over 12 years ago, she hid under the couch for a good 2 weeks. And a lot of times we're like the cat. We have a lot of anxiety in life, and it causes us to disconnect. There's a doctor named Dr. Richard Wiseman. He wrote The Luck Factor. And he noticed some people had great luck. They married the right person. They got the right career. And other people said, I got the worst luck. I break my arm on a Tuesday. By Wednesday, I broke my leg. So he did an experiment. He took 150 people who identify as lucky and 150 who identify as the least lucky. And one by one, he sent them to a coffee shop and said, if you have good luck, you're going to meet a connection. It's going to change your life. But the real test was this. In front of that coffee shop was a $20 bill. So if you're lucky, you'd find it. If you're unlucky, you wouldn't find it. And he was amazed by his results. The 150 people who identified as the luckiest person in the world, when he sent them by one to the coffee shop, 80% found the $20 bill. Of the 150 who identified as the least lucky, when he sent them one by one to the coffee shop, only 20% found the $20 bill. And he knows there's no such thing as luck. And what he discovered is this. The people who identify as lucky, they're going there. They're in the moment. They know there's a purpose for them being there. And since they're in the moment, enjoying life, there's no little anxiety. They find that $20 bill. The ones who feel they're the least lucky, they have a lot of anxiety. When I get home, I have to do this assignment. When I get home, I got to do this. And they have so much anxiety that it clouds them from seeing the $20 bill under their nose. In the comments below, share some of the things that make you feel anxious, and share some of the things that you need to give in the hands of God. And as you give them in the hands of God, and you come and seek the face of the Lord and trust in the Lord, he will take up those anxiety and open your eyes to his purpose and will for your life.